If you are listening to me, you're on a highlights review show. Welcome to the West Ham Network. I'm live now on 2 streams. One on the Matchday Live and then one on the highlights review. So make sure you do jump across to our highlights review show and I'll see you in due course. Got about a minute and a half left of the game. Drop ball, 𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧, halfway line, ball forward. God, could West Ham snatch this in the last minute? Could you imagine? There's just nothing. We punted the ball forward to nobody. Kilman's won the header, but there's no one in the middle of that park. I'm just so fearful of them just getting the ball every single time. Shit, we've just won it and then clear it straight to them. Christie, oh, it's a good interception there for Wan-Bissaka. Souček, he's driving into danger. He's out on the right-hand side. He clears for West Ham. Oh, it's a bad foul on Bowen. If we see this out, this will be monumental. But to be from 2-0 up to the draw is absolutely gutting. But this, you know, we'll see what happens here, but this is going to be it now. You know, it's 𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 on the halfway line for a free kick. If we snatch something from this, which we won't because they're first to the ball, and there you go. That's the full-time whistle. I don't know, man. There's part of me that's gutted in the mannerisms of what's gone on, but yeah, it is what it is. You could be Liverpool at home against Nottingham Forest and getting beat 3-0. That's what you could be. Fucking hell. Anyway, if you are watching on the highlights review, what can we say, everyone? What can we say to that? For me, this comes down to the mannerisms in how we got beat, I think. Or, sorry, how we drew, to be honest with you. You know, I would have taken a draw before the game. I really would have. And to like, fuck, I don't know, to be 2-0 up, it's just devastating. It feels like a loss, but the way that we played in the end, like, we didn't deserve to win. And Areola's the one that's kept us in that game. Like, I think I'll read you all the stats from the game, actually. Let me just get them. But I mean, the stats are ridiculous. Like, we were whipped. We were whipped from start to the end. 76% possession to Bournemouth. I mean, that's monumental battering. Their expected goal conversion should have been 4. They had 5 big chances and we had none. They had 28 shots. We allowed them possession of and 28 shots coming at us to our 5. Are you ready for this one? Areola with 10 saves. 10 saves to their keeper with none. 10 saves. Areola's one that's kept us in that game, and he gets man of the match for me by a million miles. They had 609 passes to our 202. 19 tackles to 14. But I've got to give shout out, massive shout out to Areola, who gets absolutely, without a doubt, man of the match. He gets an assist. 10 saves from inside 8, punches 3, claimed the ball 3 times. Touched the ball 53 times, recovered the ball 12, made 3 clearances, and won 100% of his aerial duels as well. But for me, we stole that point, considering we were 2-0 up, and that's the frustrating thing as well. It is an absolutely frustrating thing. Give me 2 seconds. Let me jump into the comments, see what everyone's going to say. David Sullivan needs to leave West Ham now because he's bought shit balls. Shocking. Paul says, at least we're out at the bottom 3. Gutted not to hold on to the 3 points. 2 seconds. Absolutely stole a point across 96 minutes. Absolutely a draw, but not a loss, but too defensive and too deep. Can't keep doing that. And I think that's the thing for me. It's like, listen, I can't comprehend management styles, to be honest with you. I can't comprehend. Part of me understands why managers do it to protect the lead when you're away from home especially. But then I'm like, have you got enough in the tank to go at them? And Bournemouth, who have lost 2 games on the bounce, just never had that never say die attitude. And I think the reason we drew that game was because of West Ham. It was. We invited pressure. And it's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do with that level of pressure before you start to concede goals. Yeah, it does feel like a loss. It feels like a defeat because we played crap. We did. The only 2 good things that came out of that game today were Wilson and Areola, to be honest with you. We were shit. Cowardly second half. Cannot wait for Nuno's excuses. It'll be interesting to see what he says. Play like that next week, even Liverpool will spank us. I mean, listen, Liverpool, they've been beat 3-0 at home from Nottingham Forest. Play like that from a Sean Dyche team. Play like that next week, even Liverpool will spank us. Nuno undone a lot of the good faith he'd built up with the fans today. I think the sub was the right sub, but 20 minutes too early. Jumbo head, Nuno needs to be sacked. Happy with 7 points out of 9 still. Yeah, I suppose, absolutely. Tom says it was always going to be hard in the second half, especially with the weather, but fuck me, we made it hard for ourselves. We absolutely did. Absolutely. Did you watch the stats in the match? Nuno went defensively far too early. Other than that, battled well in the first half. Absolutely, and I think that's the biggest thing for me. It's like, it was the tactical decisions at those times. That was the thing. Fernandes wasn't the right decision. Bringing off Wilson that quickly wasn't the right decision. That goes, and bringing on Souček at that element, that's where I think Nuno will learn. He's made that substitution too early at the wrong time. And at some point, it was the right substitution, but not at that moment. Not at that moment. And Kilman, I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know what he was thinking with that handball. It's one of the most ridiculous handballs I've ever seen in my life. Sully is to blame. He won't get a good manager. He goes for cheap managers. Bournemouth nearly 3-2. One man lost his 3 point simple. Nuno awful subs tactics. School team coaching second half. We're missing a Dutchman. We're better. Much better with 4. Yeah, I know, Somerville, yeah, absolutely. We're much better with 4 at the back, I think. Compensate for Paquetá being out, but it didn't work regardless of going 2-0 up, so we'd make it a meal of a takeaway. Bournemouth 3 turning back. West Ham defence used pretty good. Pac-Man back in the next game. Stopped watching. Don't blame you sometimes because it's really tough watching West Ham, innit? It's just so close yet so far. Absolutely gutted we should have won this from being 2-0 up, but all credit to Bournemouth, who are never easy team to beat. Glad we managed to salvage a point from this. Absolutely. Harry Elves, thank you very much for the donation. We could tell Nuno miss Paquetá. Troj, I mean, he misses a lot of players, Harry, as well. Again, thank you for the donation, but we do miss a lot of players, don't we? We do. Our squad as a whole. So much we rely on a striker, and Sully went cheap and bought one that is really fit. Whose stupid idea was to believe West Ham can never rope a dope. Sully is to blame, lacking a centre back and a striker. Any truth in Sully telling Nuno to sub Wilson to have a hat-trick bonus? God, I wouldn't be surprised. I think, do you know what? At the start of the game, I would have taken a draw. I'll be honest with you, I would have taken a draw. But when you go 2-0 up, you don't expect to go that deep. I expected a decision to be made to try and protect the lead, but I didn't expect it to be that early. And I think that's really what cost us. Because we God fucking hell, man, we gave them the intent, the drive, the desire to want to keep the ball in our half for most of the game. And when you look at the game stats, like I said, 28 shots at West Ham's goal. It was ridiculous. 76% possession to Bournemouth in the total game. I mean, let's look at the second half. 79% possession in the second half against West Ham, and they had, out of their 28 shots, they had 21 of them in the second half. So just shows you, doesn't it? It just shows you. So, do you know what? It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the league table actually, just to see where West Ham are. I mean, we have moved ourselves out of the relegation zone, joint on points with Leeds. But that would have been nice to just skip ourselves up a little bit further up that league. But hey, what do we do? I was surprised when Phil Good came on for, but he got existed, to be honest. But he wasn't interested in the slightest. Didn't put himself about at all. Can see why he didn't want to get injured. Still not acceptable. Premier League is a war zone. You can see that. The special one, agreed. 7 points from the last 9. I'll take that from me. It was poor changes from Nuno taking off Wilson far too soon. Yeah. Do you know what? It's very, very frustrating. But I think, you know, with Nuno being the manager that he is, he's in uncharted territory with West Ham, because obviously we've won back-to-back games. We've gone unbeaten in 3. We were 2-0 up. And how do West Ham defend the lead? That's the key element here. How do West Ham defend the lead? And that's what we needed to do, is learn how to defend the lead. And we don't have strength and depth in the squad. And that's the key element here. So January is going to be key. January can't come quick enough. Yeah, I'm perplexed. I'm the conditions were crap, but I'm just massively disappointed. I should be walking away with 3 points. And if we'd have snatched something at the end, I'd have been absolutely delighted. It would have been snatch and grab. But like I said at the start of the game, I'd have been happy with a draw. But big decisions that Nuno has to make coming up against Liverpool, who are struggling. His tactics were wrong. Wilson probably should have came off when he did. Some of those players need to take a hard look at themselves. And we can't invite pressure like that. We do not have the squad capable of inviting that level of pressure. So I can't say any more. Can't really say any more. I'm gutted. I'm devastated. I'm a bit annoyed, but it's a point. Hey, oh, we'll take that. Got to take it. There's a part of me that's like okay with the point. But it is what it is, isn't it? I need time to compute it, and I'll come back to you with a kind of more in-depth think about it. Leave your comments in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel as well. Like I said, gutted. It is what it is. But we're out of the relegation zone. We'll take that. Apologies if I'm a bit pissed off. Come on, your hands.